was the strategic planning of going out and seeing what the needs are, what our capabilities were, and where we thought we could make a difference. And the work that went into that and the initiatives that came out of that, I think, is what proved to be the winning strategy for keeping the foundation moving forward.
Mike helped to get us off the ground. Bob Lafrano then stepped in and served as our CEO for the next 7.5 years or so, and really important to Bob as well to continue the work of the foundation, to advance the work of the foundation, and to accelerate it in some really impactful ways.
We started with the name the Blue Foundation for a Healthy Florida. The mission was to improve access to health care for the underserved.
We wanted to make sure that people knew who we were and that we were committed to serving the citizens in the state of Florida.
I do remember Dr. Lafrano in a meeting saying, "We'll be gone, we'll be retired, but years from now I might see a kid riding a bike, down a street and say, we might have helped him yesterday with a foundation grant." And it's that long-term sustainability that I'm really most proud of.
Susan Toller has been leading the foundation since I've been here. Absolutely committed to our community. She's got a great team of people, and they work closely with our market presidents, with folks that are on the ground, really deeply embedded in our communities, to make sure that our foundation is doing the work tailored to each of the locations where we are involved.
We knew, based upon the research that we did, that coming into a community and saying, "Oh, we're Blue and we're here to help," was not going to work, because you've got to let the people in the community drive that work.
How do we pay it forward? How do we have it continue? It's not about, us coming in with an S on our chest and we're saving people. It is about how do we participate in the change we want to see and create an environment where it can be sustained.
At that time, we were supporting trying to increase the number of nurses in our state, and that has really borne itself out over the last two decades. And we also, during that time, were taking on the childhood obesity crisis. And this was before the federal government really got involved. And so we made a huge difference in that in our state as well.
The ability to be able to bring experts together and the various stakeholders together in the community who understand the needs of the various communities has been instrumental in helping us to determine where we need to focus our time, where we need to focus our efforts, the things that align with our mission.
There's such a huge need in our communities to help uplift families and kids and give hope. We were able to give a grant to a bus that was going around communities giving classes to kids.
I remember that either the first or one of the first grants that we made was to the Malavia Washington Youth Foundation, and to see the growth and the impact has been incredibly rewarding and gratifying, and seeing the difference that they've made in so many people's lives.
I got connected to the organization Guitars Over Guns. I love the work that they do. I think that's such an innovative model, to think about bringing kids who otherwise would be tempted by gangs to actually express themselves through songwriting. It changes the flow and focus of their life.
We give a lot of money out for really good causes, but I think convening the not-for-profits and really providing that support, I think, makes the biggest impact across Florida. Kind of teaching them to fish so that they know how to go out and get the money from other sources as well.
I think the most focused opportunity we have throughout the year is the Sapphire Awards, where we really get to see so much that comes together in that room, lots of partners, lots of energy around the mission and the work that's being done, great educational seminars taking place there, lots of energy as people network through those opportunities.
And so we started the Sapphire Awards to bring attention and to bring light to those organizations, programs, and individuals who are really leading the way in community help.
And I love how we are continuing to serve communities where if we weren't there, I don't know how these communities would get the necessary services and help that they need. And so we're filling the gap.
What I always loved about the foundation was that the mission wasn't to just hand out money, right? It was about helping people create a sustainable model to go forward without our intervention or support.
I think the focus of the foundation will shift to meet the needs of the community as they develop. And the beauty of being able to bring together those subject matter experts and stakeholders, it will help us keep our finger on the pulse as to where we need to focus our efforts and our dollars.
I'd really like to thank our community partners and the nonprofit organizations that we have worked with through the years. They are doing the work and the hard work to deliver services and care for our most needy and our most vulnerable in the state of Florida.
I'm proud of the accomplishments of the foundation, and I really want to hand off to the next group of leaders that come through our organization a fabulous foundation ready to do even greater work in the future.
I would like to claim it, but I'm smart enough to know that it's not my legacy, it's our legacy, and I'm glad to be a part of it.